Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I have a project loaded up in FL Studio, and I want to talk about it with you, but first I'll let you listen to it. Here. So here's the project. Uh, Now you might say, that's a pretty cool techno loop, and I might say, thanks, but do you know what it's made out of? It is made almost entirely out of this little sample here. You might ask, how did I do that? Well, as you might have seen by the title of the video, I made almost the entirety of this project with the help of a fruity granulizer. Now, here's the sound again, the original one. Here's the sound that I made with fruity granulizer out of that sound. And here's the sound with the effects. Pretty cool, right? Now, why did I want to make this video? It's because it is a really great way of finding inspiration for music, for making music, for any kind of music. Now, before I started recording this video, I had practiced a little bit with Fruity Granulizer. I made a drum and bass track out of a kick sample, and I might show the footage of it right here. And all of that was made just out of a single kick. Pretty cool, right? Well, I I didn't want to stop on just a kick sample. I wanted to do something pretty cool out of a, let's say, out of a melodic stab, and that's exactly what I did. Now, let me just explain how I did it basically. So, let's just start with a fruity granulizer here, with an empty fruity granulizer. There it is. And let's put the same sample there. So here we have it. Let's cut off the tail because it's quite empty. Do like this. Let's set it on loop so that when we hold it, it'll repeat. Now, what I usually do when I open Granulizer, I pull these first three knobs, way down, and I start playing with the wave spacing here. And let's just do exactly that. And that is exactly where I stopped when I was making this track. As you can see, the wave spacing on both of those is quite similar, and that's what I have here now. By playing different notes, the sound varies a bit. It doesn't exactly change the pitch of the entire sample, but it does change something, and that change is quite nice to play with. I played with it right here, as you can see. All of that is basically one singular note, all of that, but with different frequencies, and it sounds really cool. Listen. All of that is one single note. Well, not exactly, but you get what I mean. And so eventually, after trial and error, I have found this sound. And I thought it was really cool and I wanted to work with it. So what I did, I put it on the first mixer track and I started putting on some random effects. So let me go through them step by step and show you what I did here. So, first of all, I started with an equalizer and I had isolated the sound. I didn't want anything on the low end, I didn't want anything on the high end. And as you can see here, I also boosted the low mid here. So let me just show you how it sounds without me boosting anything. And that's how it sounds with me boosting the low mid. As you can see, the sound that I have boosted here, it's like a chord, and I want that frequency up there, so stand out in the track, and I really like how it sounds. Next, add an OTT, just compress the sound and make it a little louder, I guess. That's how it sounds now. Not only did it make the sound more colorful and like louder, it also boosted up the high ends, which made it feel like it has reverb, but in reality it doesn't, but still it sounds cool. Then I added a kilohertz chorus, which made the sound wider, and I like how it sounds right there. Next, I wanted to experiment with Valhalla delay, but it does sound cool. It does sound cool, but it doesn't exactly work with the track I have here. I'm going to show you later how it sounds with Valhalla delay turned on. But for now, let's turn on the kilohertz reverb, and now it's proper reverb time. And next, just the simplest sidechaining with the LFO tool. Let's just turn it on, and that's how it sounds now. Now, I did promise I would show you how it sounds with a Hall delay on, and that's how it basically sounds. Yeah, cool, right? Let's just turn it off for the sake of the track. Now, free granulizer isn't perfect, and my least favorite thing about it is it messes up the pitch of the sample I have. So originally this sample was in C, but later on I have found out it turned into D sharp. And yeah, trying to find the right key might be a little too tedious. Of course there are plugins that automatically find the key, but I don't have them. Now, as you can see, there's vital here, and what this vital is, this is just a bass. I had shortened the envelope here, I made the cutoff on the low pass lower, and that's how the bass sounds alone. Overall, it's just a simple bass preset. It has a compressor and a distortion, nothing too special. And together, the sound that I have made and the bass sounds together like that. Now, while I was writing the main melody, I have played the sound on every single note. That sounded pretty cool. And I have stumbled upon this. It sounds pretty cool here. And then I was just like doing this. And then I thought, hey, that might actually sound really good in the track. And so I wrote this. Now, as you can hear, the pitch of the sound goes down, but for some reason the notes go up. And that's the thing with granulizer. I don't actually exactly know why that works that way. Of course, there's probably science around this, but all I care about is how it sounds, and it sounds pretty cool. Next, I added a serum. Now, this serum has just a plucky saw preset here. There's nothing special here, just a gated saw with distortion, chorus, delay, reverb, and just an equalizer where I boost the high ends and cut off the low ends. And so what I tried to do with this preset is I wanted to try and recreate the little chord sound that this sound creates. I hope you'll be able to hear it. And so I made this. It isn't perfect. It's probably wrong. It's probably not the chord that's being played by the sound. But it fits in the track and it sounds pretty nice. Then I added a kick, open hat, closed hat, and just made this track. Pretty simple. Now, why am I bothering with this video? Well, I just want to let you guys know that you can make a sound, a really cool sound, out of anything. And even if you don't want to go ahead and make a track like I did, you can just load any sample and mess around with it. Like, listen to this, this sounds awesome. And of course, you can also put any sample you want. You can put a kick, you can put a voice sample, you can put anything you want. I remember I made a dubstep out of a kick. I remember I made a drum and bass out of a vocal sample. I remember I distorted the absolute heck of a percussion and made a distorted drum step track. It was awesome. I really like this plugin, and I really hope you will find it helpful in your projects too. And that is it, I guess. Leave a comment on what you want to see on this channel. Take care.